They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet.
They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are gonna show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped.
And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS punishers mount up. Here comes the CPS Punisher.
Anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight.
CPS and the courts have lied to us all.
The courts will not disgrace the family. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, one tap and their empire cracks. We rise, we take our kids back. The app is called the CPS Punisher. I'm the cape in the shadows, the skull in the night, the binder full of secrets, the weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tevio, warrior, due process king. Every parent's hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS Punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us, now we're the loudest voice in the room. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, the children never leave again. Punisher, families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher.
This ain't revenge. This is reunification. This ain't rage. This is resurrection. Open the app. Step into the fight. You ready?
CPS Punisher, the app you need when they took your kid. CPS Punisher, the truth they hid, now the truth gets lit. Punisher, download the power, take back the throne. Punisher, you're never alone.
CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete, family restored. The bar is finished, the Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty. Here comes the CPS Punisher.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
and the Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town.
They are taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. Give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendo's. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop it.
Yeah, no, I was literally sitting here messaging you. I was always sat down here and was messaging to see if you're
Hey, Tiff.
or not.
Oh, my head's cut off. My head's off. There. Now there's my head. All right. What's going on, Tiff? Not much. Just another day.
Yeah. I actually sent Kim the link too. She wanted the link, so she might join.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see. Well, we do have, while we're waiting for Kim, is we got our man Jonathan finally on the show with us. So
that's great.
Yeah, we get to put a face with the name. Jonathan,
Yeah,
there you
hello.
are, my friend.
Hi, Tiff. Hi, Darren.
How we doing, buddy?
Well, I'm doing okay.
All
Things
right.
always could be better, could be worse.
That's right. They could be. How's everything up in Canada? You guys getting a snowstorm like me and Tiff are bracing for here?
I haven't seen much snow here at the moment.
All right. Well, keep an eye out because it's coming. I
I
don't know what
believe
happens
that.
up in Canada. I don't know what's up there with you guys up there in the Great White they call it, right? Isn't that up there? The Great White?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember that? Do you remember Bob and Doug McKenzie? The show
Mm,
Strange Brew?
no, I don't think I've heard
No.
of that one.
I swear I'm the only one that knows that show. And he's from Canada. About the Elsinore Brewery and everything. Oh well, I tried. So what's going on, John? What's good?
Well, I thought I'd put out some experiences that I've had since the time when I was on Obsidian's show.
Yep.
Well, in the meantime, stuff came into court. There was a court thing that happened. Don't know if it's still happening, but during that time when I was emailing them the evidence, they decided to attack me uh, through manipulating my ex-wife, the kid's mother, to attack me with CAS, your version of CPS.
Right. And then they have
And
what do they have up there? They have what is it? DPG too, right? Up there?
I haven't heard of that. They have
Yeah.
foster care and CPS. I mean CAS up here.
CAS. Yeah. Our friend Josie, the one that has the red jackets, the red coats. That's the one that I was trying to remember. She was on the show with us.
Yes, I remember
She's been
that.
on a couple of times. They actually put a gag order on her, and they're pretty serious about that. She's been arrested a couple of times for that, for her gag order up there for speaking out. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I had, by the way, also in around that time, just before Josie was on the show, or just before, a bit before that show, and that's the cabal here. Uh, with
Yep.
other things, they had said things over the phone as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they had mentioned that they'd prevent me from even getting on her site.
Oh, really? So they have you guys
Yeah,
blocked? Blocked? They take that
they
very
had
serious
me
up there,
blocked,
huh?
but I'm unblocked now recently.
Oh, okay. So you get, but they take it very seriously up there, censorship, huh? Like they really will shut you right down if they don't want you doing something. They'll shut you right down.
They can do that, and they've been trying to put the Online Harms Act and the all those other online laws into place. And I know they were planning to use that together with the ones from other countries
Mm-hmm.
and other continents to be able to control your money, your bank account, and all that stuff
Wow,
as well.
that's crazy.
Then I know that the UK, that's why they had their stuff happening over there. With a person can uh, basically withdraw only so much. They were trying to do that here as well,
Wow, that's
and it is absolutely clear that Carney is definitely involved with it.
so. It doesn't matter if they say no and they say that's it. They put those limitations on you up there. You're pretty much finished, huh? Until they, and then they'll put you in jail if you try to fight against it too. Right up there.
Well, I know, say, preaching and that they're going against all the Christian stuff up here,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all coming from the Liberal Party and the Muslims that they're helping.
Mm, yeah.
And not only Muslims, but the Indians and from all those sort of countries.
Oh wow. Well, the Muslim thing. I mean, I hope we don't have a lot of. If we do have a lot of Muslim watchers, it's a scary thing. What's going on here? Did you anybody happen to see Jay's newest post? I don't know if you guys know who he
I
is. I know you know who he is.
I know who he is. What was his newest post?
Let me pull it up here for you guys. This is pretty. I didn't know about this stuff. Let me pull this up here for us about him. I mean, I follow his stuff pretty religiously, and just because he's he's pretty damn entertaining. I would honestly, Tiff, I picture that to be a husband of yours. The way that he talks and everything, I'm like, man, that the next life maybe, I don't know. But
anyway
he's
with CAS, they had finally closed the case, and it's unsubstantiated.
so you're all done.
Well, that part was closed, but at that time, no court, no nothing, no accountability. Well, it was happened during Daisy, my daughter, heard criminal court case in which I had my evidence emailed to the Crown there, and the Crown decided first to threaten me, and then to
What do they say by threatening? What do you mean? What do you mean?
first he threatened from I'm going to if you send your evidence with more in it, or if you're going to send that evidence again. He also said he didn't even understand what that was. Now it's pretty simple. Email links to YouTube video evidence, and he couldn't understand that.
Wow.
And anyway, he threatened that he would put the charge of mental illness, and that he would get someone else to call Children's Aid to attack me.
Oh,
that was his idea. And since I had one last time to email evidence to him, he did do that. From what I'm sure of, is my daughter had mentioned the Every Mind welfare worker, Every Mind child welfare worker, that she's got the ex-wife wrapped around her finger to do everything the welfare worker wants. My daughter mentioned that to me.
Wow.
So I'm pretty sure the Crown got the worker to get the ex-wife to call Children's Aid on me, because the accusation was mental illness.
Holy smokes. Now that's a criminal charge on you? That's not anything to do with the CPS, right?
Well, as you said, it is a criminal charge of child abuse that they were trying to put on me.
Right.
But
wow.
Due to it not being substantiated, because they couldn't even get to my home. And here in Canada, they call a person up before coming to a person's home.
Oh, well, that's good. So you have time to run.
Actually, I just said no.
Right.
I had to say no 2 times, and the third time, both 2 times said it was coercion, to try and coerce themselves to come to my home to be able to get into my home. And then the third time, Children's Aid here threatened me to have armed people dressed in blue, armed with guns, to break into my home and completely restrain me, including that I can't say anything, so that the worker can just walk in and look around.
What? So they would detain you, that's what we call it here, is detain you.
Yeah.
And then now your cops don't always have guns, right? Your cops don't usually carry guns, so that's like a special.
They carry guns, tasers, you name it.
Oh, so they do carry weapons now.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't think that I thought that they did not arm themselves, but okay. Wow, man, that's scary. That's scary that they can just come in there and then that's it. No warrants or any of that stuff, right? They just do whatever they
There,
want.
the thing is, there wasn't a warrant the third time because after the threat, I asked them if they had a warrant. They said no, they didn't. I told them to go get a warrant, and I thought there was one somewhere floating out there that they could use.
Right.
Yeah, to go look into that, and I basically unloaded on them about the Vatican being involved, how they're connected with foster care to the Vatican, and uh, about the UK's royal family. That stuff was going on there that they're connected to, and I mentioned about Epstein and all that, but their investigation only went in Canada, and I'm pretty sure that even including the RCMP are not allowed to investigate outside of Canada.
Wow.
That's coming from the Carney Liberal government.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
But
So, what is your
basically,
next move? So? Explain this to me because I don't know. We don't know. We're not familiar with Canada's the way that they do things there. So, what is your next? You said that they unsubstantiated you. They found you with no cause for abuse and neglect. Now they're doing the criminal side of. So this is still about abuse and neglect on the criminal side.
well, they couldn't find anything criminal because they couldn't even get to my home, and they even refused to meet me at the Compass food bank here because there are so many other people that are then witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
That's why and it's in their thing, in their documents, and what they're trained for to try and only do people's homes.
Wow.
They aren't allowed from with their stuff to say come to a neutral place and meet with a person there. And
Mm-hmm.
I did also tell them about the 12, 13 police cars that came to my home. They actually confirmed
Sounds
that
like
because
Tiff's
that
house.
happened here in Canada.
Wow. Now, what did they
They
say about the police cars? What did they say about the amount of police coming to your house? That
they only
overwhelming show of
confirmed that
force.
that happened. They didn't confirm who sent them, although I do know because that is the group. That is their group actually, Deep State and the rest of Canada's government that's involved.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones the main core is even a police officer had said that the hacking into my laptop and all that was CSIS.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, CAS and foster care, and the Liberal Party.
Wow.
So yes, CSIS is the same as CIA, and then
Oh,
the RCMP are boots on the ground like the FBI.
Do
the
you
hell did
guys
you
have a
do, John?
constitution? Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead, Tiff. Sorry.
Do you all have a constitution up there?
Well, our constitution has been diminished. It used to be a charter of the Magna Carta, a charter of human rights, and a charter of rights and freedoms. And there was a certain document of Canada's sovereignty with the UK. Now, the Magna Carta is gone. The Charter of Human Rights that Canada had changed into the United Declaration of Human Rights, and it's not a Charter of Canada anymore, and it's not in Canada's Constitution, and that sovereignty document is no more. So the only thing is left over is the Charter of Freedom and Rights. That's Canada's Constitution. All the First Nation charters, that's also out of Canada's Constitution.
Wow.
So what's the next step
And
for
there
you?
is a thing that can be done that I figured out, and I know the people here don't, especially the government, don't like it. But it can be done that, including the Charter of Freedom and Rights is made void.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that is the reason why they have been trying to keep me out of the courtroom and have denied me due process, including that it is true because they attacked me for it instead of trying to polygraph me on it. And by the way, Canada has absolutely no polygraphs or anything, except for the one I found to put on my phone. But with that use of the bill of attainder, because they attacked me, because I had have that also in my as my testimony with my YouTube links that I sent as a YouTube link. I'm pretty sure they attacked me with CAS for that too, because they refused to acknowledge that. I told them they also know that they're supposed to be the ones to polygraph me to tell if I'm lying or not. And as long as they don't polygraph me, my stuff is true. And since they had Children's Aid attack me, that only doubles down on that it's true.
So they allow the polygraph up there to be admissible in court.
They don't polygraph a person at all. They just say, "Oh, there's so many complaints, and it's just so unreliable."
Oh, I thought you had just said that they had polygraphed you. I thought that's what you had said.
No, they refuse to.
Oh, okay.
They refuse to just by not doing it,
All right. I see.
even though I've told them that it's on them to do it. It's on Canada's authorities to polygraph a person.
Wow.
And here it is in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms that a person is innocent until proven guilty. But they treat everyone, including the police, are taught to treat a person as guilty instead of innocent.
Wow.
And I know they've coerced the mother to do everything the worker wants, but they've also been coercing my daughter
Mm-hmm.
to show the hatred and stuff against me, and to refuse to acknowledge the truth of this bigger group, this global ring that's with CPS and Children's Aid and all them,
Mm-hmm.
and with Epstein and yeah. That basically Marconi's working with Soros because during England time that he was there with the Bank of England, he was involved with the Bank of England with the Soros Foundation,
Wow.
and he has a sister that actually went to school with Epstein.
Wow. So, wow, that's crazy.
And he is going after the Canada pension plan, the pensions in there.
Now, how does that happen?
It's a bit complicated, but the he's been draining Canada's money just by doing everything that, uh, including the mistakes that increased the tariffs down Canada as well,
Uh-huh.
and including that the sister is likes or is going to go or is married with one of the people that is with actually there are two people are both brothers. They did a wrong thing, but they're now working in gold sacks, and one of them is in the high 30 people of the company that deals with the Canada pension plan.
Wow.
I just don't remember the names from the top of my head, but I know that Moose on the Loose, I believe that independent media person here on YouTube has a whole diagram of all that stuff.
Wow. That is nuts, man. That is absolutely crazy.
Did you find
It
that
is.
video, Aaron?
I'm working on that, but what I did find right here was let's bring Kim out. Let's hear what Kim has to say about all this Canada stuff there, Jonathan.
If you
Hey,
don't
Kim.
mind, I'll just head to the washroom.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. John's going to the washroom. What's up, Kim? How are you?
Doing okay. How are you?
We're doing all right here, doing the best we can with the tools we got. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
If you're listening to his story, it's I mean, I hope people understand that is the reality of what we're up against. Is a corrupt government at the highest level.
mhm.
And I think when people can truly understand that, they know more about what they're fighting about. Because I think what happens to us as people in this movement is that we keep peeling back the onion one layer at a time, and we find more, and we're astounded. We find more, we find more, we find more, until it gets up to the highest levels of the government all over the
Right.
world. I mean, it's not just in Canada, just in the US, just in England, just, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
everywhere. And all of the quote elites are involved. And when you're up against that, the only thing we can do is keep shouting,
Mm.
keep
Yeah.
saying, we know. This started in my life in 1996. And the only thing that's changed is that more people are aware. Like when it first happened to me, people were like, there's no way that could happen. There's no way.
Yep.
It happens. And then when you keep peeling back that onion, we had a young woman come to us, a young girl back in Atlanta that escaped Jeffrey Epstein. You're talking back in 2001, 2000, whenever I testified at the National Institute of Justice at a Senate
Mhm.
hearing, and nobody cared.
Yeah.
And all they've tried to do is cover it up. And then people who get close to it, they try to cover it up more. They try to do everything they can to hurt you, including killing some people. And I mean, that's just the reality.
Mhm.
And I hate to be like the doldrums or, I hate that his name's John. Is that correct? Cover it up. And then people who get close to it, and it's almost like they're so bold now, they don't even think they need to cover it up.
Right. We're in their face now. People look, they're as exposed as they need to be exposed.
Right.
That ship has been, over the past year. I would say about a year now solid. We've definitely done the diligence of exposing them. And like you say, they don't even care.
Nope.
It's like they taunt you right in their face, like, ha ha ha, what are you going to do about it anyway?
Exactly.
And what do? They press by getting more children and more children and more children. Like,
And
look at
yeah,
what they did to Gunner.
and then I think about Punisher. I think about, what about these children who have no voice?
Hmm. I really think that that's the direction that we need to. There's two things that we need to do, and Tiff and I have talked about this. One, we need to let all these people out there in the world know that aren't involved in this, that this is human trafficking, what they're doing.
At
And make them
in the
realize
biggest
this.
form.
Right. And because people don't look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So in their eyes, it's just, like I used to think about people the same way. These people are just, you've got your kids taken by CPS. Well, you were a piece of shit and you deserved it,
Yeah.
you know, and that's it. They don't look at what the truth of the matter is. They don't want to, they don't care why, or they don't want to hear it. It's just this, they have all their trust in this government that supposedly protects us. And that's not at all what the case is here. They're legitimately, I'm convinced even more so than I ever have been, that the reason that they can't remove Title IV funding is because it is the fuel for our economy.
Absolutely.
That if they remove Title IV funding, that would bankrupt this country.
Yep.
Because there's so much money, like they can't even. It's not, like if you talked about how they fund Ford or something like that, you could look up in a book and you could get, oh, okay, the government gave them $4 trillion last year, and I'm just making up a number,
Right.
obviously.
Right.
But when you try to do the math on Child Protective Services and what the money they get and everything, you can't get even two numbers the same out of thousands of reports.
Well, you remember, I can't remember the first time I was on as a guest on your show, on Tiff's show, that I talked about follow the money. Follow the money.
And that's true.
That's where you're going to find out what's going
But
on. And but
right,
they don't care, and they have gotten, in my opinion, they think we're all little worker bees paying
right.
taxes, giving them money, and I'm sure it's very similar in Canada. I don't know all the ins and outs of the government
Well,
there.
let's follow the money and follow those who don't care about committing a crime. They're willing to do that, even, and they pretty much a lot of the government workers believe pretty much what is told to them and don't think for themselves. They're just like soldiers, obey orders and don't think.
Mm-hmm.
And police, same way, just
Well,
obey.
and also, I'm gonna put a twist in that. Maybe they're all part of it, and they believe in it.
Well, I'm pretty sure here in Canada, they're all part of it.
Yep,
But there
exactly.
are some, let's just say at this moment, there are some good apples. I mean, at the Compass Food Bank where I go, I've met a Freemason person, and he's a good apple, not one of the
Right,
bad ones.
right. And you do find them, but it's like what we have to do is bring as many of those people together
Mm-hmm.
and to fight the common fight.
And
Like
I've
not
even met
having,
there a girl that's been human trafficked as well.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And she's fighting in her way, she says, against it. But yeah, I wish I
right,
could get her to be able to come on you guys' your show to do her story.
right,
Mm-hmm.
But it would be somebody who probably would have to be from Canada sent to her. And I'd
right.
like to also invite Josie to come meet me and Kevin Annette as well, since it was
Well,
during
John,
his.
maybe it's time that you start doing a show for. Maybe it's time that you start doing a show of your own, and bring get Canada's voice. Maybe that's what it's time for,
Well,
instead of bringing it there.
my previous two things were messed up. YouTube, of course, same like uh, same like uh, Gunner with TikTok.
Yep.
Not permanently banned, but they
They
took
don't
the
want you to
stuff
take a
off.
break.
And then the last one was taken down, and it was said misinformation
Mm-hmm.
due to that the stuff, according to that, wasn't true.
Yeah, they're going to censor whatever they want to censor,
Yes,
whatever they
and
don't want out there, because when you turn the lights on, the roaches run,
absolutely.
you
And I
know.
know CS or CSIS, I mean, most likely has been trying to hack your show in the past as well,
Mm-hmm.
trying to stop you, just like probably there in the United States, and probably those other countries that are involved too.
Right.
But yeah, I've been pretty much following
Jerry Reed's talking
not
about it.
only Canada, not only what you guys have experienced, but also what what's happening with the UK and with the Vatican, their involvement, and with George Soros and the AutoPen.
Yep.
Pretty much in that way, most of it has been mapped, except for uh, uh, that here in Canada. And will have to say Canada does have to make groups and unite all together against them. And I know about Alberta's independence.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How much true freedom of speech do y'all have in Canada?
Let's just say they want to put a thing with hate speech to criminalize that, and that would be the same as them doing the Online Harms Act.
Okay.
It'll pretty much become another England.
Right.
That's what the Liberal Party is pushing to, and even more, they pretty much with the migration, it's population replacement. And then they're trying, the people that are getting poor, they're trying to displace them towards out of the cities. And financially, of course, taking advantage of all that.
Right.
And Carney's grab for money, that is what he's saying, a generational grab. He's going after the children of the next of our generation and the next generations.
Well, and that's exactly what they're doing all over the world. Is once they can control a generation of our children, they have control.
Yeah. And of course, with us, with building up our pensions, Carney's going after that money because that's there.
Right.
And from what they've been saying now, it's going to Brookfield. But I'm sure some things are going even past Brookfield, back to Soros and all them as well.
Right. Yeah.
And you can say you can track Carney also not only that his past Bank of England, but also Brookfield and I would put in the ref, but Brookfield and then the World Bank and then Soros too. So it's
Right.
basically also follow the money.
Right. And, they get a lot of money for those children.
I know.
I mean, when they pick up a child, just one single child, when they pick up a child in the state of Texas, the caseworker gets $2,500 per child, whether it's true or not, if she picks up a child or he picks up
Well,
a child.
thing
Then,
is,
once that child has been in custody, on the 31st day, they get $250,000 per child.
the
So
thing is, I'm
let's,
not exactly sure how it is here in Canada arranged that way because just say 23, 24, they got Maximus here.
Mhm.
And that's here involved with what I had found with Elections Canada.
Right.
So another way, from what I found out with stuff that came out about how Elon stopped the election fraud there. I'm pretty sure they've been doing the same thing here.
Yeah.
Crazy. Hey, I want you guys to see this Jerry Reed's newest post. This wasn't the one that I was looking for, but I think everybody here deserves a pat on the back because check out what's happening right now with our station and everything. Now, Jerry Reed, I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's a big heavy hitter in the world of of the world of CPS and all of these freedom fighting stuff. But he just came out with this right here, so you guys got to see this. Watch this. Where's the volume? Volume. There it is. Shit, sorry. I messed it up. Oh, there we go. Anyway, it's here.
Gentleman that is assisting in consultations with her upcoming court battle.
Start it over.
Jessica Saxton went live with a gentleman that is assisting in consultations with her upcoming court battle in Tennessee. And if you know anything about what's been going on, this was a tremendous court situation. And it's going to make profound differences for everyone in the country. What's important in this video that you must watch, it's lengthy, it's long, but in about a half an hour to 40 minutes into this video, the gentleman discloses the soft launch of the Punisher AI. This is to help every American in the land. What this AI does is it compiles the information of all the legal information, all the knowledge of law, whether it be civil, whether it be criminal, whether it be constitutional, whether it be common law, whatever court case you're going through. You can punch your information into that AI, and it will kick back the violations that the court is committing, that the judge is committing, that the state is committing. And then you can take that information and you can send it to the Attorney General in the state. Say, this judge just violated the Constitution under this law, under this case, with this law of the Constitution, and demand that there be restitution and some type of reconciliation against that judge. This is huge, folks. I don't think the legal system thought of that we were going to put together an AI system to fight them. You have the right to consult with anything on your behalf, pro se, and present anything. You consult anyone, an attorney, whether it's an advocate, a litigant, whether it's a friend. You can consult recommendations and suggestions from anyone. You plug this into this AI will bust it right out and say, okay, this is a constitutional violation of this, or this is a prosecutional violation of due process, this, until you specifically and accurately what it is they're violating, and you can present it to the Attorney General, and you can present it to the case and put it on record. This is huge, folks. These judges never gave a second thought thinking that maybe us, we the people, are a little brighter than they thought. And we have an AI now that is accurate. And it is a warrior against these pestilent judges. If they want to be judges, they better be very astute in the law, or they will be removed. We the people, all for one for all. In God we trust. One nation under God, indivisible. And now we've got some teeth. Go listen to the video. Learn. I believe it's called the Punisher AI. Learn how to get into that. Punch your specific situation into it. What has been done. What they're doing to you. All your information. This AI will kick this back out and tell you what they've done wrong, and we will hold them accountable. In every court I've ever been in, they've the due process, or they violated a constitutional right, or they violated something, and then they laugh at you. Well, now all you need to do is compile it, send it to the Attorney General. The Attorney General doesn't do anything, send it to POTUS, send it to SCOTUS, send it to the military authorities. These judges will be constitutional in their actions, or they will, period.
I'm going to show you the reason why the courts don't drop the charges, because if they lose, they pay. I want you to run.
Wow, Darren, isn't that your app?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Turn your mic on, Darren.
Yep, that is. Gunner just sent that.
That is awesome.
Wow. How did he get it? Did you send it to him? My pictures froze.
No, he saw the video. So he saw the show. So people are watching,
Whoop,
guys.
whoop.
So
Wow, now you need to invite him on our show.
yeah, maybe he will. Maybe he will come now, right?
Yeah.
We just
That's
changed the game
awesome,
for everybody.
Darren.
That's everybody that's here. Everybody's a part of that. So
Yes.
it's not just me. That's everybody here has done parts to play in this thing. So it's not just me.
Can I ask you a question? How do you feed
Sure.
the AI information, like about past cases that they can that it
However you
filters
want.
through?
You can upload your documents to it. You can bring things to it. You can type it into it. You can do whatever you want. It'll take what it does is it takes your document and it analyzes your documents. So you'll put all your court case, like say they put your narrative in there, for instance, or, like CPS narrative that they give you. You put your narrative in there, and that will come back and it'll tell you whether they lied, whether they perjured, whether they broke your rights, whether they did whatever they did wrong. It comes right out. It spits it back out at you. And I've been working on this for 2 years, and
That's awesome.
the last couple weeks with Becca's help, like we crammed this thing with a ton of information. This thing goes back through. It has the Bible as a reference. It has the AI that we had analyzed. It says that this thing is Westlaw is a thing of the past. Like this thing is way superior to Westlaw, to all of that
Sweet.
stuff. So,
Thank you.
but this thing
Thank you.
goes. And there's the free version. So there is the free version. So everybody will be able to use this. It's not just, we're not just throwing it out there being like, oh, this is expensive and blah blah blah. It's not the way it's going to be, because everybody deserves to use this. Like their rights are violated. Everybody deserves to have this in their corner.
Darren,
And that
I do have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Darren, I do have a suggestion to put in there a polygraph, since the ones here in Canada refuse to do that, and nowhere, not even a toy polygraph, can be found.
Can I comment about that?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So my case back in the 90s, the court ordered a polygraph on my children's biological father. And he failed it miserably, even admitting some things he had done to my daughter, which is it's sexual abuse. And he failed it miserably. And then the court had picked the polygrapher. The court had done it all, and then they threw it out because they didn't like the polygraph guy. So they're really not worth a whole lot in court, unfortunately. And your polygraph is only good as the person who administers it. And even when the court picked the person in my case, they discredited him. Because
Well,
I didn't even think that they were. I thought
guilty.
that they weren't even accepted in this country. Were they anymore? I don't think that they are. I don't even think they're allowed in the courts.
In
Well, I don't
Canada, here they're not accepted too.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting. The Guardian ad litem had the judge order it be done, and then they discredited it with their own person they hired.
Well, that just shows you how corrupt they are.
Oh,
to
yeah.
discredit their own people.
Well, and the reason why they discredited him because the dumbass admitted it all.
Yeah,
On that
they're
polygraph
not
test.
admissible. They're not admissible.
But we were able to use the voice recording.
Man.
But anyways, I'm just throwing that out there.
Right.
But with my testimony, that bill of attainder thing, that's the only thing that actually was needed to be polygraphed of that.
Bill of attainder.
Darren, make sure I get a copy of that app, because I'm
If
so.
you know damn well you're going to have the full version of that app, and
Okay.
it should be. We'll have it up and running tonight at some point.
Please send it to me too.
There'll just be a couple of quirks.
when I get
And
it.
I hope Darren can send me one of those apps too.
You've been with us since the beginning, John. You know everybody that's been with me through all of this will. This isn't, like I said. This isn't. I didn't just do this on my own. This is everybody did their
Absolutely
part,
true.
whether you knew you did it or not. You did. So um, that's
Well, I
just
want to make sure that that federal appeal I won years ago is in there because it's helped several children not be taken by CPS.
hmm.
And so I think having that in there might really help.
Well, here's the cool thing: is that we designed this thing so as people dump stuff into these AIs, it updates itself, so it will
Okay.
learn what everybody's dumping in there. It will just get stronger and stronger and stronger in what it's learning.
So do I just
So
copy and paste the findings of that federal appeal and stick it in there?
yep, you just go like you were picking up something. If like if you were gonna put something into your a file.
Okay.
There's right when you open it up, there's a section and it breaks it down by your state and so on, and then you just click browse. It says upload. You upload your document to it, and then off it goes, and it starts doing its thing.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. And you know
Awesome.
what? I don't know. I get a kick out of this. It's the least usable part of the app, but it also will make a podcast of your case. So
Oh,
the
wow.
dudes come back and they talk about it and everything. It's pretty funny.
That's
That
cool.
I'm into that little stuff like that. But
That's very
this
cool.
thing's a powerful tool. It's got everything everybody needs in it. Of course, it's all for educational purposes.
Right.
Yes.
It's not for anything more than that. Um,
It's not legal advice.
that's right. It has nothing to do with any of that, and we're not lawyers, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that will be up in. You can go to cpsbreakingnews.com. That's where the link for it will be tonight, and then tomorrow it will have its own. It has its own land that it goes. Um,
Sweet.
so
I
it will
love
be
it.
on its own little world.
My
Anyway,
hat is off to you. My
Um,
hat is off to you.
well,
I
thank
want
you.
to say one thing about CAS here and all
Sure.
those others out there. They're not God, and they don't even they can't even if they wanted to uh, uh, kidnap and traffic Jesus by thinking God abused him. For they don't have that authority in them.
Hmm.
As seen with my case, is unsubstantiated because they couldn't even come to my house and to my door. They didn't even get that far.
No, they sent the men in blue with guns to tie you up.
They didn't
Exactly.
even send that. They couldn't.
Right.
They couldn't
Wow.
even get that far because they couldn't get the warrant that they needed, that I told them that they need. Which
Wow.
I've said to the police, the 13 police that came as well, and uh, children's aid anywhere in between or before that. I've told them as well. They just couldn't do that stuff.
That's crazy. That's
Anyway,
crazy, John.
that's what made the thing unsubstantiated because they couldn't get what they needed to prove my mental illness.
What mental illness? You don't have one.
Well, I've been, when I was a kid, diagnosed with ADHD here in Canada.
Hmm.
But then growing up in Holland, over there, they said it's not that, but it's uh, autism.
Well, ADHD is considered on the spectrum now. I have an autistic child, and it is considered on the spectrum. But my opinion is, and this is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty smart and I research stuff. And it's anything that is not whatever they deem the norm. But the only normal thing I've ever seen is a setting on a washing machine. We are all different and
Yes.
we were all made uniquely by God. And I see it as a superpower.
Hmm.
Well, everything has advantages too. I know that,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I will also say with everything that's happened, it was all put in place and all done for an exact reason and a thing. Uh, because it just is so working out that it's all put in place in such a way.
Right.
And the strange thing is, it was in 2016. It was just after I had a call from employment insurance that my employment insurance was stolen. Just after that phone call, it was like somebody stood beside me and said, "Do it." While I was outside, I just was lighting a smoke when I heard that voice. I looked around, nobody was there. Nobody was there to say, "Do it" to me. Although it was so clear, it was like somebody stood beside me. I even looked around,
Well,
Yeah.
that was
and
it.
that's
You
how
heard
I
it,
know.
John.
Well, I just think we all have to remember um, there is a power much greater than we are. And I
That's
think
right.
that's where hope
Absolutely.
comes from. That's where our hope comes from, and that's where our strength comes from. And at the end of the day, God is already there. It's already finished in His time. And we're being
That's
His
right.
soldiers here because that's what He assigned us to do.
That's right.
And I
And
want everyone in this movement to know that.
I think that's a great way to end this, Kim. I think there's no better way than to have said what you just said.
And I want to
So,
put a call out to Josie Belleville and all the other Canadians out there, including the Albertans. Uh, we all have to group together and unite against against these governing system terrorists, or however you want to call it, deep state, MK Ultra, the King's entourage, you name it. As I said, we have to unite together against the terror, and including the NGOs that call themselves the child welfare workers, and CAS and foster care, because they, I absolutely know that CAS and foster care are involved, and that they have, including with Debbie Mind one, that she has supplied the child traffickers in Tennessee with the information about my daughter's case, with the plan to traffic my daughter and son, but mostly targeting my daughter.
wow. All right,
So
guys.
everyone must unite, including
That's
international,
right.
US,
And we will.
Canada.
And now we're here to beat their ass. It's coming.
Love
It's
y'all.
coming.
I
God
love
bless.
you all too.
Thanks, John, for joining
Have
us, everybody.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye
All
bye.
right, you too.
Yes.
Thanks, John.
Hopefully I'll get my own show soon.
Yes, you will, buddy. We'll get in touch. We'll get in touch with you about
Yeah.
that. Now that you can do
Okay.
it, let's do it up.
By the way, for Gunner and the ones who like guns,
Hell yeah, there you go. Rock on, Canada.
although that one is not a real one, but it doesn't shoot, but it definitely is looks intimidating.
That's right, buddy. All right, John. Take care, buddy. Thank you for showing up with us tonight.
Yes, thank you, and the same to all of you too. And at least
It's why they leave us parents such a rag don't stand for the hell they created. All of our children they stole our saving. They are waiting at the door for us to save them. We need to stand up for our God and obey Him. He leads us to the battle with a beating drum. He
protect the children at all costs. This game is not over. We have not lost. We have the power He gives us inside. We rise to the faith when it's time. You never stand by yourself. Take God off the shelf and then draw the power you need to beat it, beat it. Draw the power you need to beat it, beat it. When Tiff and the Punisher are hosting their show, rally around them, let's get up and go. They give us the strength to fight for our rights. Tiff and the Punisher are here to give you strength. We want you to get in the fight. Your kids will never say goodnight without you in their side. As long as Tiff and the Punisher have something to say, don't give up. We are all here for your strength. Your Lord high in the sky. Tiff and the Punisher by your side. And your kids wait patiently for you to arrive. Don't give up your fight. What APS is doing isn't right. So don't waste another day. Put your broken feelings away. Stand with Tiff and the Punisher. Give up and fight.
They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet.
They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are going to show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped.
And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS Punishers mount up. Here comes
The CPS Punisher.
Anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight.
CPS and the courts have lied to us all.
The courts will not disgrace the family. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, one tap and their empire cracks. We rise, we take our kids back. The app is called the CPS Punisher. I'm skull in the night. The binder full of secrets and weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tebio, warrior, due process king. Every parent's hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us. Now we're the loudest voice in the room.
CPS Punisher.
Here to avoid the chains and expose the game.
CPS Punisher.
The educator they never wanted you to find.
Born as her.
The children never leave again. Families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher. This ain't revenge. This is reunification. This ain't rage. This is resurrection. Open the app. Step into the fight. You ready?
CPS Punisher.
The app you need when they took your kid.
CPS Punisher.
The truth they hid, now the truth gets lit.
Born as her.
Download the power, take back the throne.
Punisher.
You're never alone. CPS Punisher. The educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete. Family restored. The bar is finished. The Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty. Here comes the CPS Punisher.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?